Okay, I'm in for the Virgo love reading. So we'll see what's in store here over the holidays for the Virgos. Start with a color card to kind of give an overall tone to keep in mind throughout this. Ooh, nice. Pink. Let love in. How nice. So this is awesome because you want that, right? Everybody wants that. So there's a sense here of resisting this. I'm going to read from the book and see what they say about the pink. Yeah, okay, 4. Let love in. Pink is the energy of unconditional love, opening your heart and helping to heal heart problems. It assists with releasing emotional challenges and brings tranquility. Pink also helps with insomnia and the manifestation of dreams. Open your heart with delicate pink colors. Yeah, focus on letting go of any hardness or density that is sitting there. So through the readings, like the love is the last of the series of readings. Hey, happily, awesome. There's a big chunk of stuff here. I just put out career. I'll tell you right away here. There's some good stuff in the career sector on the love side as well. Kind of slipped in there. Yeah, right. That's what they're getting. But I think universally they're wanting them to go in the direction to open this. They just may have some healing that they have to do first before it feels comfy and cozy, is a sense I'm getting. So we're going to start off with the cards here, the top of the pyramid, see what happens. Infinity, where are we going? Ooh. LGBTQ. Okay, so this card I put in my deck. That's a big area, right? Can deal with same-sex issues in a romantic way, can deal with trans situations, can deal with any of that. So there might be something here in a way that we are dealing with in some kind of situation in this way. Next card, we have the King of Pentacles. Virgo, that's your energy. Interesting here. We got someone saying we're being a workaholic, and this is someone that's very much in charge of their finances. This may be so much so that this is really all that we're dealing with because it is being dealt with successfully. Things that aren't going so well, we don't want to go in that direction. Now, the past reading here that I had in career really did signify that we've really got everything bought and paid for in the career direction. We're doing good. We may be putting a lot of hours in, but our money is where it's going. We're investing in our future and everything's going well. So there's something to do with that here. Okay, next, King of Wands. This is interesting because the King of Wands for me is talking about unconditional love and acceptance within us and a partner. I have to figure out if this is what they're wanting or what they're offering. I feel like it's what they're wanting. They're wanting to be accepted unconditionally. Not sure if this is in the Virgo's field here or outside of their field, or if this is something they want to be accepted for. Not sure. Next card. 9 of Pentacles. That symbolizes someone being saved from a relationship here. Again, with the Virgo reading I just had in the career sector, we have a situation where someone is trying to get out of a relationship. High resistance to this. It may be a codependent relationship, but it's just really going nowhere. We're kind of, how do you say? The relationship is dying. That's kind of the symbolism there. And to breathe new life, we need to leave it to get new life in a romantic kind of way. Now, we may be switching from opposite sex partners to same-sex partners, or wanting to do this. Or something about this card here. It doesn't come out for no reason, this one. we're dealing with this in our field. I'm feel the need to leave that out for a bit. I still don't know where that sits, but really being unconditionally loved. And I feel like this is no matter how we are. And it may be someone of transgender that wants to do that, or even trans dressing, right? Dressing is something here is not being accepted wholly and completely of us or a partner, something like this. But in the meantime, we're needing to get away from a relationship here that is just doing us no good. It's stagnant and it's dying. So that's the head of the pyramid here. Let's go downwards. Yeah, codependence, charging station. I had picked up on that highly in the career reading. There's a lot of codependence here, not able to really accept ourselves. So if we can't accept ourselves, ain't nobody going to accept us outside of us. So we have this situation going on, or a push and pull situation between someone. I feel like the Virgo wants to leave, but we're not leaving completely. We're always having this person in our back pocket. We can't seem to make that cut. Queen of Pentacles. This may be the person that we are codependent with. This may be us, right? Because we have a masculine and a feminine. We have a king and queen of pentacles here. Just give me a minute. Yeah. But somehow it's not working. They are a mated pair. But somebody's not growing at this point, is the sense they're giving me. Somebody's asleep at the wheel here, and the other one needs to be saved. Is really what I'm getting. And it's because we're codependent. So even if we split, we really got to deal with the fact that we're not whole on our own, is the feeling here. So that's interesting. We do have a mated pair. Man, okay. As we continue. Ace of Wands. That's the new direction. Okay, interesting. So we may have had a soulmate, or I want to say, I'm not going to say it. We may have had a soulmate here that we were with, highly codependent on, but someone in the relationship not evolving, so we need to get out. The Virgo needs to get out of it. Now, this is the new direction they want to go. They're canoodling with someone, but we really haven't dealt with any of the stuff from the past. We're having a hard time burning that up. So it's still very much in our present, and having to, hey, Donna, thanks for coming in. Sorry. Have to deal with all of that. We're not dealing. We're jumping into a new relationship, and we got a lot of energy there where we need to deal with the other relationship. Now, keep in mind, there's a baby bump here. It almost looks like this woman is pregnant. If you notice, that belly's kind of out there. So be careful of that. That was in fertility, was in the career reading. It's there. It's in the air. It can be very easily brought down. And the thing is, too, here, we have a situation where this Virgo needs to get out of this relationship. And if it's a pregnancy that does it, this may be what brings them out. It may be what actually does the trick. I don't know. Okay, as we go forward here. We have 14 of Wands, which is the King of Wands. This is a good energy, good masculine here that is, he may be a business owner or in charge of things quite highly. He's an action taker. He'll do us good, is the sense. So I feel like if the Virgo female is going off in a direction here, dealing with someone, she still has some issues to deal with, but this man is beneficial to her, but also is, not going to do her any harm, is the sense I get. Like, he's not going to lie and cheat on her, is the sense. Now, if it's a masculine, we got a lot of stuff to deal with here, even more than the feminine, is the sense. And this could flip to a female here, but just give me a minute to suss this out. I feel that's more them. Like, I have a great wealth to come from. I can deal with this person heavily, trying to be lush with things, or I feel like the Virgo male is trying to, spread his wealth. And I don't mean money. I mean like kindness and caring toward another. So that's beneficial, right? Who wouldn't want that? That's beneficial when it's given in equal quantities. um yeah, so the queen, these are not a mated pair, but I feel like I don't know what the heck. This codependence is going to have to be dealt with, or we're going to lose both relationships, is really what I'm getting. So hopefully we discuss and are open with the new partner about things in our past. If we're not, it's going to crumble. It's going to create great havoc. It won't be smooth, and it may not even get together because it's choppy. It'll be choppy. So hopefully they either take some time to deal with that, or you give them time to deal with that, and they deal with it and come at you clean, or we deal with it in the relationship, be open and honest, and it can slowly resolve itself as time goes on. Okay. Next row. Silence. That's not good. That is about clamming up. We don't want to talk, right? So the Virgo's not wanting to deal. And I get this goes directly to the past, the relationship that we had. We don't want to deal with it, don't want to talk about it, don't. So this is not going to bode well for the relationship we're going into. It's going to create havoc, a lot of distrust, and rocky starts and not solid foundations. Next card is the Ten of Cups. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for contentment in a relationship. He's sitting out there, playing his flute for the cats, being all serene with it. That's a sense I get from this card in the romance. It's like I want someone that can be calm and cool and collected, that I don't have havoc going on. I don't have chaos going on. So this may have been something they had to deal with in the past. They just don't want to talk about it or deal with it. So that's a rough spot there. Next card, Three of Swords. This is about triangular situation. So this card, I always have it to mean in this deck, there's a couple here, they're touching physically, they're intimate, they're close. They're together, the person on the outside is on the outside looking in. But there's some kind of a string here. Now, either that person has a different perspective that they should be in here, but I feel like between these two, they know they're together. This person could be it could be anything. Could be a jealous ex-partner that feels like they should still be apart. The codependent thing, it could be that. Or it could be a friend that doesn't want you guys together or whatever. There's somebody here on the outside that's just kind of looking in, and it's not a good vibe. Next card we get is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Four of Pentacles is kind of like money above all else. We got a naked woman here. He's not even taking a glance. We may be putting our money above everything else here and not worried about a partner. At this time, we're worried about our finances. And until that's solid and sturdy, we're really not going to take anything else out in our periphery. Now, the career reading. We went into the love zone. I feel like they're going to flip. I feel in the new year, this is going to flip. Their focus, there's really a focus here to make sure that my job is stable and everything's good. Once they feel solid in that, then their focus will start to shift. But now over the season, I feel like it's not. It's just on the money, and that's it. I need to make sure my money's stable, and that's what means the most to me. So this would go along with Happy's way of things as well. So down to the bottom rung here. Let's see. 26 agony. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of pain here that needs to be dealt with. Again, we're tough. We don't need to deal with it. We're not talking about it. So when's it getting dealt with? It's not. So there's a lot of pain and agony, and that's only going to go in the direction of the new partner. So we got to be careful. Next card, Five of Pentacles. Well, I haven't seen that one for a while. This is interesting because this is a man here. He is in a pub with a bunch of people that he feels great and groovy with. They have a few beers, and this woman, she just jumps in his lap. She's a harlot. He didn't want her there, but he's being polite and kind of until he can get her off, right? Because she sees the pentacles on the table. She sees this man is financially stable, so she's gravitating for the money. So this may have been what happened or what we came from. We may have had someone in our midst here that really wanted money and nothing else from us. And that may be what we're leaving, or this may be a scenario that we're going into, and at this time we're focused on our finances. We may not see that. So next, 3 of Cups. That's about great grooviness in the bedroom. I do feel, yeah, this is solidifying. This is our past, what we came from. Somebody was there for our money and not much else. And that created a great amount of pain here that we have to deal with. We're looking for a love that we feel on a deeper level. They're going just like that woman sitting on his lap. That's how close they were. That's it. That was as close as they could get. Intimacy wasn't intimate. It was just there. So they're wanting, the great groovy stuff. Next card, Casanova. Okay. So this is the kind of the Joker card. It's the Lovers, but I put it in there when we're not allowed to see our fate here, when there's a piece that needs to be missing because we need to fall into a fateful position and we can't know all the details. Or we could change our fate, and it's written, so it needs to happen, needs to follow through. There's something to do here with a new direction and wanting something that is deeper, and yet still dealing with the agony of things that are from the past. There's still hurt and pain there that we have to process, but we want a deeper love in the future. It's really what I get. Okay, the fate of the relationship here, or the fate of our love direction for the Virgo. 27, introduction. So this means that there's somebody new coming into the picture here, and it's an introduction and maybe a magnetic connection here. Someone we want to get to know better. Next card we get is the 8. This is good. 8 of Pentacles talks about good times, like to the max. These two are happy. Their faces are lit up. This kind of situation. So we may meet someone that just the energy just flows really good with. They make us happy and it's effortless and easy. This kind of thing. We have a lot of laughs and fun. This person brightens our day, is what they said. So there may be an introduction here to someone in that way, that we may have a bit of time to talk and discuss things, and they just make things a lot lighter and brighter, bring us into the vibration that we really want to be in. Next card, 17, the stars. And that is like being treated like a star, like the center of the universe. This is. Now, I feel like both people may have the ability to do this. I feel like the Virgo wants to do this with someone. They want to, they want to make someone feel like the center of the universe. They want to pamper someone. They want to put all their energy and effort into someone here. We may have been introduced to someone that makes us laugh, and we just feel like we want to gravitate to them. And we may start to think about them in an intimate way where we want to, do more than just laugh with them, right? Next card is 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So this is interesting because we have an introduction here. Now, hopefully this is the same person, because the 6 talks about someone being looked over, like someone checking you out, right? Give me a minute here. Yeah. Someone struck our fancy, and then and now we're taking note. Like they kind of just came in and gone. We maybe have had a few conversations or whatever, but there's something about their energy we just find groovy. And we're ready to put effort and work into a new relationship here. And now we're keeping an eye on that person from afar. We may live at a distance, or we may just be keeping an eye on them in the circles and kind of, chilling back a little bit, keeping it cool, right? Not wanting to be too obvious to go forward, but I feel like we're sprung here quite highly. So this is the fate of the love. So it's like we're getting bit here by the love bug, and we're gonna go, but we just kind of got to pace ourselves here. We just met this person and we're trying to chillax. So this is what's going on. keeping an eye on that person, whatever they do from here forward. Next card. Consequences, dominoes. Yeah. For every action, there's a consequence. Where do we go from there? Uh-oh. Seven of Swords. This is a woman. She's got all those swords pointed to the center of the table. That's all ideas and stuff that needs to be talked about, discussed. She is sitting in an energy of betrayal. So, I feel like there's a betrayal here that needs to be dealt with. Now, I feel like it's the Virgo is the victim of this. I don't like using that word, but they're the person on the other end of the betrayal. And they maybe want some answers. Or the Virgo is the one that's going to create the consequences to that person because of the behavior. So meaning, if we cheated on someone, then we're going to be moving out. Or they cheated, then we're breaking up. This kind of thing. There's consequences for stuff that was shady in the past. Next card is the Magician. Wow. With the Magician next to the Seven of Swords, that's really manipulative behavior. And for that, we have consequences as well. I think the real deal here is that Virgo is really, I don't know, I'm getting kind of Virgos in different placements here. Because when I was going into the career reading, they're really picking up on an energy that was far away from the deceiving. And here it's very close. Very close, meaning we may just be discovering that we had a deception in the relationship here somehow, some way. And there's consequences and we're just realizing. So that's interesting. But yeah, that's that. Okay. Next, the stars. And yet there's hope here. Now, the stars, that's in the love or the sex deck. And the sense they're giving me is that we have a situation here where we caught someone in deception or lies here or there. The stars coming out means that we're going to get it back on track. Somebody here has that in their head. Give me a minute. Or they're manipulating to do this, to get it back. But I feel like the Virgo, whether you're masculine or feminine, they're having a hard time because they're getting manipulated back into the situation. So they have consequences, but they may not split, is what I'm getting here. We may be pissed off for a while, but we haven't put the drawbridge up and said, that's it, nobody goes here. So there's some ties here that are still left, is the sense I'm getting. Because somebody's manipulating to get us back in, and the Virgo's kind of fallen for it. They're really mad and angry, and there's been consequences that have been put down, like I'm not sleeping with you no more or whatever, but we're still together. It's not been cut off. It's kind of the sense that I'm getting, or something similar to that. Because the stars here is the hope to get back together, and there's hope. So there's something off here. That's where I leave it. Now, the problem sits, I'll tell you, if you're on the other side of this waiting for someone to leave, be careful. Because the problem sits here that these are a mated pair. And they don't very often leave each other. They may leave each other for a time, but they will come back together. And if the stars are there, this will happen. So it's just a matter of when. We may need a break from our partner in order to realize some things. So be careful. You might be the one on the side. Domino is about consequences. The Virgo put down some consequences here. Somebody's manipulating the situation to get what they want, but the stars still aspect that we'll get back together. So they are a pair, so they will. It's just they may need a break from each other here over the season, but they'll probably get back together in the new year, which is interesting because I wasn't getting that with the other readings. And frankly, the other readings were saying that if we keep going forward in a new direction, things will benefit. So we're not quite ready to do that. So we may, that's interesting, because it's like we had a paired partner here, and in my career reading, the paired partner wasn't there. Give me a minute. Yeah, they're, because I'm going, is this the partnership they're leaving? They're going, yes. And I'm saying, so are they going to a soulmate? They're going, yes. But this could be a twin flame, and then they're finding a soulmate on the other end. They could be happier over there, but they're not going to do that. They're going to come back. Why? Because there's codependence here, and it's quite high and quite deep. They're creating consequences. It may give them a chance to level up, but it's not guaranteed that they'll stay away. I don't feel like the Virgo's going to stay away. They may put their foot down because they're mad and angry, but they're going to end up going back, just so you know. Why? Because neither one of them can live without the other, is really what it is. And they're realizing through agony. And what happens when you have a twin flame relationship is you may go on to other people, but you end up coming back together. Some of them. In the end. And what happens is you either got to grow or you bust. And if they both grow, they can work things out. They can evolve. So this is dicey. It's dicey. You're going to have to take the whole, if you're a cross watcher or whatever, you're going to have to take the whole thing into account, because there's a lot of stuff going on here. And I'm getting a move as well. So we may move to a different scenario, take a break, have a few affairs here, and then go back in the direction. So be aware of that. Not happy for the one that's on the side, but let love in, Pink. They got to let love in on some level here. They don't want to go to the partner. It's not, we may not be leveling up here. Things may be dying and stagnating, so they need fresh energy. Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. It's almost like, I hate to say, but it's almost like they need fresh energy here. The Virgo needs to go out and sprinkle themselves around a little bit and get a different energy to know whether or not they want to truly go back. And yeah, heavy codependence and a lot of pain that needs to be dealt with. That's the first thing they need to do, is deal with that pain. Let love in, and then see where it goes from there. A very complicated situation for the Virgos. Heavy duty. So good luck. Hopefully that helps you over the Christmas season. It is not clear cut, that's for sure. A lot of work to be done here spiritually, and it depends on the partner, what the partner does or does not evolve, and how they go forward. So good luck, happily. Hopefully that gave you something to help you plan your way forward, or be in a way where we know what's going on. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. Take care, have fun, and be kind.